to hear that. Miss Giselle, kindly lead our prayer. And Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, thank you, Miss Giselle. Settle yourselves and then take your seat, class. So today, our objectives would be, at the end of the session, the students must have identified binomial, performed the multiplication of binomial using algebra tiles, and appreciated the importance of following the step-by-step process in multiplying binomials using algebra tiles. So, what do you think is our topic for today? Yes, Mr. Brian? Very good. Our topic for today is multiplying binomial. Who among you here have an idea about what is multiplying binomial or what is binomial itself? Yes, Miss Eden, you're raising your hand. Thank you, Miss Eden. Let me take your seat. So, just like what Eden said, binomial consists of two terms. Last meeting, I've told you to study in advance for us to easily follow the steps in multiplying binomial. So, I hope that you have studied already. So, I have here some sets of questions and you have to answer it. So question number 1. Which of the following is a method in multiplying binomial to a binomial? A. Foil. B. Full. C. Foil. D. Filo. So what do you think is the answer? Yes, Miss Jessa. Very good. The answer is letter C, the FOIL method. In number 2, there is another way of multiplying binomials which includes colored tiles. So which of the following is the answer? A. Computation tiles. B. Binomial tiles. C. Algebra tiles. And D. Paper tiles. So what do you think is the answer? Very good, class. It is algebra tiles. Okay, these algebra tiles will be tackled further or deeper later. Number 3, what is the other way of multiplying binomials? A. Vertical way or conditional. B. Vertical way or correctional. C. Vertical way or conventional. And D. Vertical way condensational. Again, very good, class. Letter C. Number 4, what is the product of x plus 3 and x plus 5? A. X raised to the power of 2 plus 8x plus 8. B. X raised to the power of 2 plus 8x plus 15. C. X raised to the power of 2 plus 15x plus 8. And D. X raised to the power of 2 plus 15x plus 15. Yes, Mr. Pahuga. Very good. It's letter B. X raised to the power of 2 plus 8x plus 15. So the last question here is, how many terms do binomials have? A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, and D. 4. Yes, you got it right. It is 2. I have here 2 binomials, class. And then, I want you to choose a partner, get 1/2 sheet of paper, and then do the binomials in 3 minutes. 2 minutes left. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Pass your papers. I'll check your answer later, class. So we will now proceed to our formal discussion. So I have here 3 expressions. The 8x minus 2, the 11x plus 11, and then the negative 2x plus 12. So are these expressions binomial? Yes, Miss Eden? Yes, it's a binomial. Why? Very good. Because it has 2 terms, or these expressions have 2 terms. So for example, it's a 8x minus 2. The first term here is a 8x, and the second term is a negative 2. And it is the same with the 11x plus 11 and then the negative 2x plus 12. So they all have 2 terms. That's why it is called binomial. So how to multiply a binomial? So I have here an example. x plus 1 and then x minus 2. So we will gonna multiply these expressions or these two binomials by the FOIL method. FOIL method. So what do you mean by FOIL method? So here, F stands for first, so first terms. So we will multiply first the first terms. So in the x plus 1, the first term is the x. And in the second binomial, the first term is the x also. So we will gonna multiply the first terms. So x times x is equal to x raised to the power of 2. Yes, very good class. So the O here from the word FOIL, so the O here stands for outer. So we will multiply the outer terms as the second step. The outer terms here is the x, and then we'll multiply to the negative 2 of the second binomial. So x times negative 2. Yes, Miss Jessa. Very good. It's negative 2x. So, Miss Antoinette, why is it that the symbol is negative? Very good. It is because positive times negative will always be equal to negative. So, we have here the I. So, I stands for inner terms. So, we will multiply the inner terms. So, what is our inner term here? So, the positive 1 and the positive 1 and the x. So, positive 1 times x. Very good. It's positive x. It's positive 1x, but we'll simply put x. And then, the L here in the word FOIL stands for last terms. So that's why we will multiply in the expression x plus 1, the last term is 1. And in the expression or in the binomial x minus 2, the last term is negative 2. So we will multiply the positive 1 and negative 2. So positive times negative, yes, very good. It's negative. And then 1 times 2, it's 2. We will now combine the like terms. If they have the same symbol, then we will add. If they don't have the same symbol, then we will subtract. So it will become x squared. So negative 2x plus x. They are like terms, right? Since they have the same variable, which is x. So, but the problem is they don't have the same symbol. So we will subtract. So negative 2x plus x. Very good, Mr. Brian. It is negative 1x. But we will just simply put x because it is the same with negative 1x. And negative 2. So our final answer is x raised to the power of 2 minus x minus 2. Simple, right? That's how we multiply binomials using the FOIL method. Let's try incorporating the FOIL method in a creative way or in an interesting way in solving binomials. In this method of multiplying binomials, you don't have to write anything. Just use the colored papers, which is cut with rectangle and square shapes. And then you need glue, or you can use scotch tapes or double-sided tape. But for now, we're gonna use glue. This big yellow square here represents x squared. Remember, class? Big yellow square represents x raised to the power of 2. We have another one here. The small red square. This represents negative 1. So red small square represents negative 1. This red rectangle represents negative x. The green rectangle represents positive x. And we have here the white small square. So this represents positive 1. Remember, small red square represents negative 1 and the white small square represents positive 1. The red rectangle represents negative x and then the green rectangle represents positive x. And then the yellow big square represents x squared. So let's start. The first step in multiplying binomials using the algebra tiles, draw a t table. So you have to draw a t table. X plus 1 and x minus 2, x plus 1 and then x minus 2, we will multiply these two binomials using the algebra tiles. So let's see which is much understandable and which is a better way in multiplying binomial. This is a way of multiplying binomial which is you don't have to write anymore. You just have to incorporate the colors, arrange the shapes, and then you will get the correct solution. So to start with, we will start with this expression or with this binomial x plus 1. So earlier, I told you that the positive x is the green rectangle, right? And the negative x is the red rectangle. Got it? Are you with me, class? Okay, thank you. Positive x here, which is the green rectangle, multiplied to the red small square, which is the negative 1, it equals to, yes, very good. When you multiply positive x to negative 1, the answer is negative x. So again, we're gonna use this, the red rectangle. Okay, so we're done in the first term. Let's proceed to the second term, which is we're gonna multiply the positive 1, which is the white small square. So we will multiply it to the positive x, the green rectangle. So positive 1 times positive x is equal to positive, which is equal to positive x. So the green rectangle. We'll paste it here below the x squared. And then the positive 1 multiplied to negative 1. The small square, which is color red. So positive times negative, negative. So it is negative 1. We'll paste for the last term, positive 1 and the negative 1 being multiplied, the answer is always negative 1. Very good, class. Very good. So do you get it now? Hope it's not yet the end. To acquire the product of the two binomials, we have here this one, the yellow big square. Yes, very good, Kara. It's x squared. And then this one, negative x. Notice that we have here the positive x also. So what do you do when you have like terms but different symbols? Very good. You have to subtract. So negative x minus positive x, the answer would be 0. So you have to eliminate them. We have left only one red rectangle. And this represents negative x, right? So we put negative x here. So these two here, the small red square, they both represents negative, right? So they have the same symbol, which is the negative. So if you have to combine the numbers with the same symbol, you have to add. So -1 plus -1, of course, -2. So this is our final answer. So as you noticed in the first example earlier, which we used the FOIL method only, the answer is still the same. X raised to the power of 2 minus x minus 2. To have a fun and easy learning, we will be using these algebra tiles throughout the session. No more than writing the step-by-step process. No more doing the traditional way. We'll do it this way, the algebra tiles. So, to assess your learning, practice this with your partner. Okay, time's up. I think you're done already. Okay, to assess you more, I want you to identify the following expressions. You put the expressions here and then identify if it's binomial or not binomial, and you have to put its assigned colors and shapes in the same with the algebra tiles. So these are the expressions. Okay, thank you class. Time is up. Please pass your papers. Group yourselves into 3. We have another activity. You have to answer this one. You have to multiply these binomials using the algebra tiles. 3, 2, 1. Very good class. And this last activity, you will answer it individually. It's just my evaluation of what you feel, or what do you understand, or what is in your heart while doing these discussions over multiplying binomials. So here, kindly answer the following. 1. What is the benefit of following the step-by-step process in multiplying in your daily life as a student? 2. Does this attitude of obedience help you acquire higher scores? And then 3. If you are to follow your colorful dream, would you take the shortcuts or take things slowly but well organized? Do it within 5 minutes, class. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, time is up. As your assignment, I have here 2 binomials. I want you to multiply it using the algebra tiles. And then, this is more about the other methods in multiplying binomials if there is any. So, goodbye class. Thank you for your cooperation. See you next meeting.